What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 here, and thank you for tuning in for another episode of my Philadelphia Eagles Connected franchise. Week 11, I think it is, but we're going to start the video off with making some free agent signings, or more so keeping guys in. Kenyon Barner has been great. He's been promoted to the starting back, so we'll offer him a contract. He accepted, that's good. Cody Parkey, big-time special teamer, good kicker, only $500K. Okay, sign you. Chris Marigo's great special teamer. He's 29, so he's probably going to start to decline a little bit, but let's see. That's not too bad. 2.62 mil for a kind of a cover safety. And he does not want to come back for that kind of price. And Donnie Jones, this is actually, you guys have been seeing these videos about this part, if you will. I've offered off Donald Jones. Donald. We're going to call him Donald because this is contract negotiation. I already offered him like 4 or 5 contracts and he keeps declining it. So fuck that guy. But we're in a big-time matchup this week. We're 8-1 going against the 7-2 Seattle Seahawks, the number 1 defense, which is mine, versus the number 2 defense, which is Seattle. So this is going to be a very tough matchup, especially for a young running back like Kenyon Barner, who doesn't have the most reps in, and now he's going up against a Bobby Wagner, Michael Bennett, Errol Thomas, Cliff Averill, guys like that, guys that are absolute beasts. So hopefully our offensive line can help him out a little bit, because this is going to be a grindy game. The weather's supposed to be shit, so that's just another fucking thing to add into the mix of making this game very difficult. But we're 8-1, man. We got momentum on our side. We're wearing the all whites again. We're picking up 3rd and 5 on our 47, hitting Darren Sproles here in the big time play. When we have a young running back like Kenyon Barner, sometimes it's not going to work against one of the best defenses. But when you throw in a veteran like Darren Sproles who can make plays with his fucking eye closed, it can certainly help your offense. So we're trying to use as much screens and short passes as possible because we don't want to have a turnover early with Carson Wentz, especially with how his confidence is going. You get down yourself against a team like Seattle, against a secondary like Seattle, you are going to be prone to making mistakes. So we're trying to keep it safe and simple as we dink it down the ball down the field here. That was not a good play call at all, as we got tackled behind the line of scrimmage. As you can see, Kenyon Barner struggling off the bat. 3 rushing attempts, 2 yards. It's going to be a fucking, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not going to be the gameplay for the super exciting plays, the big throws downfield. They're just not going to be there. Look, this shit. Okay, that probably should have been an interception. Luckily, it's raining, and Richard Thomas, that's a name, right? Richard Thomas and Earl Sherman. Richard Sherman there has a set of bricks, but look at that, Parkey squeezing it in. That's how lack of big time plays on offense I have. I had to show a field goal. Okay, you only ever see field goals when it's going to be a close ass game. So somehow Sproles, he has 2 receptions of the backfield, got a rush of 6 yards. He's getting a lot more success than the speedier, younger, more vibrant Kenyon Barner. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but we're going to roll with the hot hand. We're going to keep Sproles in here. Hit him on the screen pass. There you go. Nice. The fuck was that, Darren? All you had to do was go straight. You ended up doing some weird goddamn animation there and going back 30 yards. 51-yarder in the shitty weather, but Parkey just got that new contract extension. We're only paying him $500,000. Let's see what he can do here. Big time kick, and it's good. It's good. 6-0 lead here. 6-0 for all you soccer fans out there. But like I said, almost at the end of the first quarter now, and it's still 6-0. Like, this was not the best game for you guys to watch. But Fletcher Cox is a beast as he's continuing to try to break history and set the record for sacks in the season. We're able to get the sack. That pretty much ended the first half. And over the second half, look at this shit. Okay, Carson, fucking Russell Wilson there, just out of the blue. We're going to hit Thomas Rawls, who's going to make my entire fucking team fall and slip. And oh my God. I don't know who made that play. Was it Nolan Carroll? Thank God for Nolan Carroll, because he made fucking everyone else, Eric Rowe, Malcolm Jenkins, Rodney McLeod, look like absolute shit. Got down to the 1-yard line. It's 6-3 right now. We've been doing nothing but exchanging field goals, but I believe in my defense. You saw what we did here in the preseason against the Bengals when we were in the red zone. This is probably the only time you've seen me actually on the one. But we make you throw to that goddamn goalpost, baby. You're not completing a pass. So if we can hold him to another field goal here and take it 6-6, I think that's pretty goddamn good, to be honest with you. But that is kind of frustrating to give up a big-time screen pass like that. And whatever. Fucking fuck you, Thomas Rawls. Go back. Hey, how about you go back to being undrafted? Can you do that for me, bud? As we get the ball, 3 minutes left in the third, 10-6. We've been, like I said, man, no big plays. No big plays were open. So, I'm just kind of condensing this shit because I've been doing small little gainers this entire time. Come on! Fucking Zach Ertz. Could you be any slower? Jesus Christ, it's our first drive of the second half. Should be not gassed yet. It's Julie Johnstone working you too hard there, bud. But we're definitely going to be in point range here. Worst case scenario, we'll take the 3. Best case scenario, we got a beast like Darren Sproles who can just jack up Bobby Wagner anytime he wants and get us into the end zone. Richard Sherman already has 7 tackles. So, you know, a lot of people say when you play the Seattle Seahawks, you want to go opposite of Richard Sherman. We're doing the exact opposite. We want to go right at him because I think we can expose him a little bit here. It's Kenyon Burn. Again, man, what is with this fucking gimpy-ass handoffs? This and the Darren Sproles, they're just doing this weird extra animation that I'm not fucking telling them to do. Is it because of the rain? Is it because they're afraid to get hit by Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright and Cam Chancellor? What is this? All right, waiting for the play. Hit 8. Oh, Zach Ertz. What the fuck was that? Another guy. Like, maybe my controller's busted because I tried doing those goddamn Madden Ultimate Team challenges. Fucking Seattle one and the Bronco one. And that was frustrating. That's 2 times. That's 3 times already this game. My players have just fucking bitched out of getting the yards or getting even the touchdown. We need that shit, man. We're fucking 8-1. That's some 7-9 bullshit, to quote Jeff Fisher. Okay, that was some 7-9 bullshit that I just saw right there. Okay, so now Seattle, we're just opening up the 4th quarter in scoring range again to continue to add on to their lead. We're doing everything we can to stop and contain Thomas Rawls, who's having himself a not really great day. 7 rushes, 9 yards, but I mean that's pretty much the trend of this game is pretty average offense and solid defense. This kind of game you're going to get when you have the number 1 and number 2 defenses going at each other. I'm trying my best here, but then they get bullshit like this. Okay, open field tackle. Make the fucking play, Rodney McLeod. All right, I've seen you get jacked up 4 or 5 goddamn times already this season. And then you had a guy get his first career touchdown against you. I know it's raining. Wrap up. Take off the fucking slippery gloves. Be a man. Tape your hands up. And then grab some motherfuckers down the ground. So now we're down 17-9. I'm not feeling it, man. And then this shit. I have so many goddamn fumbles with Carson Wentz. I think from now on, at the end of the season, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to win offensive rookie of the year. I'm going to use all that XP just to improve his carrying. I think I already have, at this point, probably 12 fumbles with Carson Wentz. I don't know how many of those I've lost, but still 12 fumbles, and I'm using the right bumper. I'm wrapping up. Is goddamn bullshit. But we're able to hold them to a field goal, which is not amazing, but not shit. We still, get a touchdown. We're right back into it. Quick scoring touchdown. Only 2 minutes left in the game. So, what are we going to do? We got to go to our big playmakers. We got to go to Jordan Matthews here with a nice little gain because we don't give a fuck about Richard Sherman. All right, let's be honest. We'll throw out the Richard Sherman side all goddamn day. 2-minute warning is up. It's just not good. It's not looking good, though. It's not looking good. Looks like the 8-1 Eagles are struggling against Seattle. The weather, I mean, you got to be prepared for this kind of thing. It rains every fucking day in Seattle. Okay, you got to be able to make plays in the weather. And then this shit. Oh, that's why I kept this little play in there. What a fucking interception, okay? My big thing is not throwing interceptions and limiting my turnovers with Carson Wentz. The fumbles are really out of my control. I think it's the game. The game's fucking butchered with the fumbles. But sometimes a team actually makes a great interception. That should have been completed. That was pretty goddamn accurate, and Michael Burley makes the interception. That wrapped the fucking game up. 23-9 loss against the Seattle Seahawks. We definitely need to bounce back. The white jerseys did not turn out to be lucky for us today. We're going to take a quick look at the stats here. Not the best stat line for Mr. Carson Wentz. 176 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. And I don't know how many fumbles he had that game. 1 fumble as well, so 2 turnovers. Could not run the ball to save my fucking life. Coming off a couple good games for Kenyon Barner. Outside of Zach Ertz and Jordan Matthews, passing it, offense was fucking abysmal. So what I'm going to do here is usually, this is where I do my wrap-up and say thank you guys for watching. But I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do an update and showing you where all the stats are, how my team's doing, how my team's looking in comparison to the rest of the league. So here we go. Carson Wentz, 2,700 yards, 17 touchdowns, 7 picks, 115 QB ratio. So what is this? This is after 10 games, 9 games. So, I mean, it's all right. Rushing attack, not great. Ryan Matthews, 450 yards, 3 touchdowns. Barner, 300 yards, 7 touchdowns. Wentz with 166 yards, 3 touchdowns. I'm going to start to try to run the ball with Wentz a little bit more. Jordan Matthews, 56 receptions, 850 yards, 4 touchdowns. Probably will eclipse 1,000 with him this season. Ertz with 600 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aguilar, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. DGB, 4, almost 500 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So we might be able to get 10 by the time the season is done for DGB. Kendricks, McLeod, Hicks, Rowe, Jenkins, Cox, and Mills. Jalen Mills, ladies and gentlemen, leading the team in tackles. Fletcher Cox already with 12.5 sacks. Curry and Graham with 6. I think that's acceptable. Jalen Mills, sack and a half. Mills making plays, baby. Having him bring him on the blitz. Almost sometimes in that joker linebacker role, it seems like. And he's not that big, man. Maybe add a couple pounds. 3 interceptions from Eric Rowe. He's no longer on the team, but he is on my team because I recognize talent. And I'm not giving up on Eric Rowe just quite yet. As, you know, no one player has a lot of interceptions. We kind of have it evenly distributed. Parkey, 13 of 14 for field goals. So now let's see how we compare with the rest of the NFL. For some reason, my defensive player stats do not show up. Does anyone else have this fucking issue? I've had it in previous Maddens. Maybe the last 3 Maddens. For some reason, it won't show. Like, look at this. Fletcher Cox, 12.5 sacks. Should be number 1 in the league. He doesn't even show up there. So if anyone knows a fix around this or why this happens, let me know in the comment section below. But we have the number 1 sack getter in the NFL right now in Fletcher Cox. And I'm not fucking surprised. 3rd most interceptions, Eric Rowe. That's all right. We'll look at receiving it. Offense players, they show up. Like, look, Jordan Matthews right down there at number 5. Tate, Gronkowski, AJ Green ahead of him right now. They're having nice seasons. Doug Baldwin with 11 touchdowns. Head and shoulders to the top right now in the league. Rushing, Le'Veon got, oh, wow. Le'Veon is fucking jacking up the league right now. 1,000 yards rushing, almost 200 yards rushing, more than 2nd place. Jamal, look at that, a couple guys with double-digit touchdowns already. Charles with 11, AP, Blunt, and Jones with 10. All right. And passing, let's see where Carson Wentz, third in passing yards, ladies and gentlemen. It is coming together. All right, that is a high-profiled rookie right there. Doesn't make it for touchdowns, unfortunately, because we're rushing the ball. You got fucking Kenyon Barner with 7 touchdowns for Kenyon Barner. We're down there, almost top 10. And we'll look at the interceptions there. So I'll wrap the video up. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of my Philadelphia Eagles Connected Franchise Mode. We are, I don't know, 15, 16 episodes into this stuff, and you guys are still tuning in, so I appreciate that a lot. Thank you guys for seeing the kind of response I get in these videos. Gives me motivation to keep cranking them out. I'm having a very, very fun time playing with this Connected Franchise Mode, so I'm eager to keep playing it. Can't wait for the offseason. Can't wait for the playoffs. But thank you guys for watching. Until next time, it's your boy C4, say subscribe, and peace out.